and welcome back to PRI. This is Prep Recruiting Insider here at Cello's in Metairie, where their convenient location makes it ideal for any event that you may have. I'm the head coach of PRI, Rick Gailey, along with our insider, Mr. Inside to my outside, Renee Nato. And we're joined by two outstanding Lutcher athletes. To your right, quarterback Jontre Kirklin, and to your left, wide receiver Jontre Davis. Gentlemen, you don't have to put your game face on right now. You can look happy at what you do. It saves the game face for Friday. But thanks for being here with us on PRI.
Yes, sir. Thanks.
Now, Jontre, I'm going to start with you. You are in the middle of recruiting right now. First of all, when are you going to decide what school you're going to, and what schools are you looking at, and what's important in the recruiting? But what schools are you looking at right now?
The school I'm looking at right now, Texas A&M, Ole Miss, LSU, Auburn, and Mississippi State. And on November 17th, I'll be making my decision of where I'm going, unless I'm invited to the
And why
game.
November 17th?
Because that's my birthday.
Okay, that'd be a good birthday present. And what's important in the school?
My education, team where I go and have fun and trust, and just playing.
Okay. And Jontre, you kind of watching the situation in Baton Rouge. You committed to the Tigers, LSU Tigers, a while back. How did everything that took place last week what are you thinking right now? Are you still committed to the Tigers? Are you watching, kind of look and see, or what?
Oh, I'm always be committed to the Tigers. I mean, they stuck with me through everything. I mean, it's home for me. I feel like it's a great atmosphere. It's still like I'm playing for the Bulldogs, but it's another step up to the Tigers.
Now, you had over 3,300 yards all-purpose last year, 55 touchdowns. They're talking about maybe as a wide receiver, wildcat quarterback, or a cornerback. What would be a good fit for you?
It really doesn't matter as long as I'm on the field. I mean, I'm a ball hog. I mean, I love the ball. I love the ball in my hands. So if I'm on the defensive side, I want the ball. On the offensive side, I'm trying to score. So yeah.
And one thing, Jontre, going to LSU, you won't have to change uniforms. I think, except for the name on the chest, they're absolutely identical. Talk about your development as a quarterback. There's so much responsibility in the Lutcher spread attack on you, and you've been there since 7th grade?
Yes, sir.
Talk about how you've come up through the program and developed as a player and as a student.
Well, I mean, I looked up to the Gavin Websters, to the Terrence Jones, and I mean, everybody who played quarterback. I mean, I love the game of football. I've been playing my whole life. I mean, it's just a development that you have to grow up, take the leadership. It's a role that you have to take. I mean, you held at a higher standard, so you got to set the tone.
That's right. And I know one of your big examples growing up was Dwayne Jenkins as a Lutcher quarterback. We can't forget him. And Jontre, wide receiver is such an important position once again in Lutcher offense. And it's not. I want to talk about your development physically and as a route runner, what skills you've had to work on, because it's not just run around and go get open, is it?
No, sir.
Talk about your development as a wide receiver.
Well, growing up, I ain't never thought I would be a football player. I just started playing, and I really liked it. So I just took it to the next level and be like, I'm going to make something out of it. So I just started working out every day. Me and Jontre used to go in the backyard or something. I used to run routes around cones, catch the ball, and try to make plays. And then ever since, it just came natural to me.
That's what it takes, isn't it, to
Yes,
get
sir.
good at this? What grade did you start playing football?
Maybe my 9th grade, yeah.
Okay, there you go. You come a long way since then. Good work.
Now, Jontre, you are called a bigger version of Jarvis Landry because you do all the little things and you love those knockout blocks, but you're also a basketball player. How does that help you in convert to football, being in skill-wise?
Basketball, I'm really good at defense. So I could change my hips really fast when I'm coming out of route and catch the ball. And it's like when I'm making a move, I can make one man miss and it's just quick to get upfield.
And Jontre, you're a high jump and a long jump guy, but I know you like those 360 breakaway dunks a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
How is that the conversion from the long jump, high jump, and basketball? Because you stand flat-footed and put it, how does that help you with your skills in football?
Well, for football, it's just like for my explosiveness. I mean, I'm very explosive, so I could probably, I would say, running the ball. When you're running the ball, you got to break a tackle or something. You got to explode out of that tackle or explode into the tackle, So, I mean, for long jump and triple jump, it's just that's just athletic. I just love to jump.
And Jontre, do you think your future is going to be as a wide receiver inside or outside, or are you the type of player that can play perhaps all 4 wide receiver positions?
I can play all over. I'm just a playmaker, and that's what I'm here for.
And with you, Jontre, what are you going to want to study in school? What are you going to want to be after all football is over with?
I probably do business or something, just to try to open up my own gym or something, just to, go back in and be able to work out or train or something like that. Right. Train other athletes into, developing into being a great athlete.
Jontre, you guys won the state title last year.
Yes, sir.
How has that changed this season? Because opponents perceive you coming up as a little different opponent now. I mean, you got to get your best shot from everybody you're playing.
Well, I mean, with us winning the state championship, the target is on our back. So I feel like everybody comes in and they play a regular game playing against us as their state championship game, because it's like we're the number one. They're trying to beat the number one. So they have to beat the number one to, So I feel like if we do what we have to do, we have to keep the target on our back and just keep playing to our best ability.
Now, Jontre, when you line up, as opposed to last year, you got some DBs doing a little chirping to you now that you're the state champion guys, and what you got to show. I mean, you hear a little bit this year?
You gonna hear that all the time. Like, it's just part of football, and they just try to get me on my game. I just try to stay focused.
You talk back a little bit?
Sometimes.
Oops, I'm looking at the reaction there. It might be more than just some of the time. How unusual was it last year to play, Jontre, you first, to play against a neighbor when you and St. James from the same parish won the state championship game last year? How unusual was that?
Well, I mean, it was a blessing to me. I mean, just to say that we've been playing in the state championship since 7th, 8th grade, because of 7th, 8th grade we used to have like a little state championship after that. I mean, it was just great it's like family to us. Like, everybody just going and playing a game of football on the field. It's a little, you gotta go out and, yeah. so yeah, and then it was a great experience for us.
And Jontre, you've got a mini state championship coming up within the district, because De La Salle is the #1 3A team there in your district, and St. James is always highly ranked. So this is going to be the combined, whoever wins your district, you could claim being the combined state champion. How great is that going to be to play those teams down the road?
It feels good. Like, if we just keep doing what we do, execute on everything we do the small things right, do right, and we have a chance of going back. Yes,
indeed. That's 2 terrific Bulldogs, Jontre Kirklin and Jontre Davis. Thank you for being here today, gentlemen. This is Prep Recruiting Insider. We're here at Cello's in Metairie. Once again, the ideal location for any event that you could put on both as a restaurant and catering. We'll be right back with 2 more athletes after this.